So we heard the hunger is pretty much done now. You know, pretty much.
Yeah, on any given day.
Yeah.
Today it is. Today
A lot of people have been waiting on the hunger for how many years?
7 years.
7 years. We ain't talking about this production we just finished in May. We talking about the whole hunger project.
The whole hunger project.
Which began, let me give a little history on the hunger. I met Laq while the hunger was being shot. I didn't know he was shooting it, but we crossed paths when he was shooting the hunger.
Rehearsing it, yeah.
Rehearsing it, actually. I actually thought it was somebody else's film, which was Omar. I thought it was Omar's film. Because being as humble as you are, you know, not, you know, because when I used to see the crew come in, what was the first crew, actually?
Woo, nice. The first crew of the hunger consisted of Sky Felice Moody. She played the role of Thelma. Morel, Israel Roberts, who actually also made it on the last run here. He made it all the way to the end. Omar O'Hara, believe it or not, was actually part of the crew. Enoch Ben Israel. Enoch is real. He was one of the original cast members. Man, chick by the name of Andrea Purnell.
What year is this?
This is 2004. Yeah, this is 2004.
And what year is this now?
Steve West, 2011. Get her to be 2012. It may as well be 2012. You know. Wow. Yeah. I mean, we're like how many weeks away from 2012? And we're talking about 2004.
3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Not even 3.
And we're talking about 2004.
So the new cast that was just shot in May. Did they really know the history of the hunger?
Not really. I tried to. We only had so much time to really get going with it. You know, for real, the production team consisted of you, myself, and actually some of the cast members. You know what I'm saying?
They got the Black Pearl.
Yes. Philip.
Yep.
Yes. We really didn't. We really. Man, I lost my train of thought. We were talking about. The cast, not really, because we only had so much time. We only had like from January until May 28th to do it. And that means to get it shot and get them ready for the stage. And to this day, looking back on it, man, when I look at it, it's cutting it. I'm like, man, I can't believe
how massive project.
Yeah, how massive a project. And I mean, I got to repeat it again. The production team consisted of this brother here, myself, really us two as the main production core. And then Ian Gunn, my gosh, and it was a trinity. Yeah. It was a trinity. How can I forget Ian Gunn? Could not have got done without Ian Gunn. True indeed.
So let's break it down a little bit more. How did it go from being a rehearsal in 2005 to a hybrid 2004 to a hybrid of film, theater, and music in 2011?
Man, I don't, brother. Maybe you can answer that better. You know what I'm saying? I'm truly, I don't know. Look,
I can't answer it because what I remember after Russian Roulette.
Yes.
After shooting Russian Roulette, which is Laq's award-winning film, we both said we was gonna do what?
Chill.
We was gonna chill and not do what?
Any more movies.
Until when?
We got a budget.
The Hunger was shot without what?
Without a budget.
And it's a what?
And it's a hybrid. It's like a.
So that means we went harder.
We went harder. Yeah.
Why did we step away from what we promised each other? Actually.
Yeah, we did.
So how did we wind up doing it?
I don't know, man. I think actually it's you. It's your fault. Yeah, it's your fault.
Alex.
Let me tell you the story.
It's Alex's fault.
Let me tell you where it started. Alex is only part of it. 2009. I went home. You know, like it was wintertime, Thanksgiving time, Christmas, Texas. It was Dallas, Texas. Used to be San Antonio, now it's Dallas, Texas. We've been down in Texas. My family's been down in Texas for 15 years. Not 17 years now. So that's like my second home, Texas is. So I went home, and while I'm home, I'm watching movies and I'm thinking everything. Up to that point, my partner we had really been like, look, we gotta wait, we gotta get the budget, or, you know, it's done. You know, we had shot everything, we had done everything we could do up until that point. I tried once again. I had another cast set up, and once again, it was just like it continually the same thing that happened in 2004 happened again. It fail. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't work.
So okay, stop right there.
Yes.
We need to know 2004. Why that cast? Why at that particular time the film didn't get made?
That time, the film, what I was doing, which is a technique I found out later, I was writing the film. I was still writing. I was doing rewrites while I was rehearsing. While it was shooting, I was still writing. While we were in production, I was still working the script out and doing it. Because I would get inspired by rehearsals, and basically without a budget, people ran out of gas.